Rumah. Istilah ini digunakan untuk kita merujuk kepada struktur atau bangunan di mana kita tinggal. Rumah adalah cerminan peribadi, budaya dan cara hidup seseorang. Setiap ruang, komponen, rupa, bahan dan susunatur satu-satu rumah perlulah direka dan dibina dengan teliti, kukuh dan indah. Bersama saya, Zainal Abidin Gregory, dalam menerokai seni bina rumah-rumah terpilih di bumi Kenyala dalam Sanggar Vista. Rumah yang akan kita pertontonkan hari ini lahir hasil daripada inspirasi tropika yang diselipkan dengan ciri-ciri seni bina Brutalist. Namun, anda pasti tidak akan menyangka bahawa kerangka asal Mr. Ngu's house adalah hasil pengupasuaian yang berasal dari struktur rumah dua tingkat berkembar yang tipikal. Inilah yang kita akan pelajari semasa meninjau Mr. Ngu's house yang terletak di lorong Wan Alwi, Kuching. Welcome to another episode of Sanggar Vista. Today we are standing outside the home of Mr. Ngu, who has graciously invited us over to have a look at his home. Let's see if he's inside, shall we? Good morning, Mr. Ngu. Ah, there he is. Come inside, let's meet him. Oh, Mr. Ngu, I'm Zane Gregory. I'll be the host today. Thanks so much for having us over to your home.
Welcome, Zed. Thank you for coming.
Before we look over this amazing property, I'd like to ask you first a little bit about yourself. Can you explain what you do for a living?
My profession, I'm a pharmacist by profession. I'm also a nutritionist, and actually I also qualify as a heart math practitioner. So I'm really passionate about health because a person's health affects the whole family. And actually I'm also very passionate about the education.
Oh, looking around the house here, I'm struck by the solidity and the strength that is expressed here at the outset. Almost you might call it like a kubu, like a fortress kind of presence. How do you feel about this space?
Oh, I love it actually because you see, I trust my brother 100%. So I know that he has best interest, my best interest in mind all the time. So I know that he can do a great work. So I truly enjoy living in this house.
Well, I wonder if we could have a look inside.
Sure, come.
Wow, stop right there. I mean, look at this amazing door.
Yep, it's a huge door.
This is rare to see an oversized door like this. And then, it's on a pivot. Isn't that interesting?
Come on in.
Thank you. Well, there's all kinds of interesting details that catch the eye. I'm seeing these very thick steel rods here that are interspersed with these blocks of belian. They're very forceful, and yet at the same time, it opens out to the outside, doesn't it?
Yeah, right. Actually, this acts like a grill. You know, instead of by the window side, this one is moved outside. So then we have that space. So we have that garden in our home.
That's wonderful. And then I love the landscaping too. This use of the bird's nest fern in every corner. Now, I mean, the centerpiece of this space must be this amazing table here.
Yep.
Looks like it's from a single piece of wood.
Yep.
And then look at these chairs here. Really lovely. So these were all custom designed by your brother?
Yes, actually this is a gift from my eldest brother. So like when we have gatherings, we can gather together here. And it's actually very, very pleasant and cool outside.
Maybe we can step inside?
Sure. Yeah, come on in. This is our living room.
Oh, what a lovely space. Now, this was a renovation, actually. This was an existing semi-D that you converted.
Yep.
So I wonder, did the floor plan remain the same, or were there some changes made here?
There were quite a lot of changes. Yeah, so just like the outside, it was a car porch.
Okay.
So basically, this was a living room before. It's just that we make it bigger, and then we extend it to the back, about 20, 30 feet.
So there was probably some interior walls here that were taken down when you say that you made it bigger.
The sitting room was something like this.
Okay.
This part was the one that was extended. This part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we can explore towards the kitchen?
Sure.
So here we've moved into the kitchen, or the more feminine corner of the house. We don't think about houses as having gender, and yet they do have more masculine spaces and more feminine spaces, don't they? So this is a lovely kitchen. What goes on here?
Oh, this is my wife's territory. And also, actually, my daughter will also have colleagues coming here to do some bakery at times. So they have their quality time here.
There's a way that it's created a sense of privacy and enclosure, even though we're on the edge of a taman and not far from a commercial area. And yet, once we come inside the kubu here, we really feel that we've entered a very private and personal space.
Yep, very true. Yeah, you are right. Actually, outside, we have that security, but inside we have that family. How do I put it? You can actually feel that family gather together.
Yes.
Really have that real connection, and we can really feel that harmony and the flow of daily lives.
Yeah.
Basically, it's you see, after a day of work, we come back, we sit down and relax and have our dinner.
Yes.
So it's a time that we can communicate and share what is going on in our daily lives.
Isn't that wonderful? Well, let's see now. I think we've explored most of the ground floor area, though maybe we could take a peek into the wet kitchen and the back, if that's all right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Come.
Wow, and then this is a further utility area out here.
Yep.
For washing up. And then what else do you use this space for?
Oh, mainly here is just for cooking and washing up of dishes. And then you can see that there is an open space. So again, we all the time we can have a lot of fresh air coming in. Yeah, so all those who are cooking here, they don't feel so hot.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful experience and feeling. Yeah.
I like the way you've used this kind of a steel mesh rather than a grill, right? It's somehow a little softer.
Yep.
While still giving you that security. Is that? Shall we take a peek out here?
Sure.
And that sense of connection really is present throughout the home. I'm looking across here, and what is the room we see in that direction there, Mr. Gu?
That is my favorite room. It's a study room, and actually it's also a family room in a way. My children can exercise in that study room. We can actually, during the pandemic, we can have a Zoom meeting, studying inside. So we can have our privacy. At the same time, we can have our own space, and we also have one another's company. So it's a very, very nice place.
Well, you mentioned your favorite room of the house, so I think we have to take a look at that.
Sure.
Can we have a look?
Sure. Let's come in.
So here we are in the study, which you say this is your favorite room of the house. Yep. This space is, first of all, gorgeous and quite spacious. Surely you're not here by yourself the whole time?
Oh yeah, basically this room is a very, very nice room. It's spacious and at the same time it's very quiet. So for me, I personally love education. Why? Because education truly has transformed or changed the future of all my four brothers. So I love, you can see that the bookshelves, those are my assets. So it's the information and the knowledge that I gather. So you see, if we were to study or to learn, we need to have our own space and time. We need to be quiet. So the nice thing about this is it's very spacious. My daughter can actually use this space for her yoga, for her exercise as well.
Yeah. Oh, you said that your books are your greatest asset, and I see that they are here in a gorgeous bookshelf. This was also a part of the project, the building project here?
Yes, actually, I did not expect such a nice bookshelf that my brother built. This is also made of billion, so this will last for a long time. Yeah. So yeah, for the books, you see, if I could learn one lesson from one book, it can actually be very precious. And at times, one idea can actually make a whole lot of difference in our lives.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing, Mr. Ngu. Looking out across the way, I see there's more spaces left to explore.
Oh yeah.
Shall we have a look?
Sure, let's go.
Tingkap inilah yang kita diperkenalkan dari bawah tadi. Dari sudut ini kelihatan lebih menarik kerana semua aktiviti di rumah dapat diturut serta walaupun saya berada di tingkat lain. Sense of connectivity yang jelas dapat kita alami di setiap pelusuk rumah ini dihasilkan melalui kewujudan ciri-ciri pintar seperti tingkap ini. Dengan adanya hubung kait antara ruang ini dan ruang lain, kita dapat merasakan elemen intimacy dan continuous relationship between the spaces. So I'm here with Mr. Stanley Ngu, who is the designer and builder of this home.
Yes, my brother's house. Yeah.
Your brother's house. Well, let's start with that. You've built many homes in the past. How was it different working for your own brother?
I think it's a bit easier because he's a busy person as a pharmacist. So our arrangement and agreement was this: he will take care of all the space, the functional space that his family will prefer to have, how big the bedrooms are, what are the living rooms, the kitchen, and all those things. After he has roughly more or less say that he wants all those sizes, so he gave me a complete free hand on how I want it to be.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing was this. There was 17 tons of nice billion timber lying around, so I tried to convince him, or I managed to convince him to buy the timber, and then with the raw materials, with the timber that you see all around, we started designing. So it's like with the materials first, then we try to design something.
17 tons of billion lying around. So you're telling me 17 tons were used in this home?
That will be just billion. The mobile will be even more.
Yeah.
So probably 20 over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a nice experience. We took about 1.5 years to complete the whole project.
I see. Yeah. So that kind of a project where you're sort of designing and building in stages.
Yeah.
How was that as an experience?
I have been doing quite a few, and as we progress, we do more and more, and then we get more comfortable. The contractors also understand me a little bit. Usually, these kind of things I will need the help of an engineer friend and architect friend who will help me to sort of look into certain aspect of the things, but final decision is always back to me or my brother. The experience was nice, so as long as we are a little bit faster than the contractor, we don't have the final design, we have the concept. The concept basically will be like it should be a lot of greens, a lot of sunlight, and the ventilation should be good, and the overall the place should be a bit like resort.
Oh well, yeah. You've certainly achieved that. It's really a lovely space. I love the atmosphere. I wonder, as the project went along, were there any crucial changes or decisions that were made that came out well?
No crucial changes, but we do struggle with certain things, like it could be how to make sure that it is not so hot, whether it is leak proof, things like that, or certain termination where we reach certain angle, So we will start some of the ways, but along the way we managed to solve it.
Yeah. Well, the home is one thing, and then all of the finishings and built-ins and furniture are another. I understand that you designed the furniture that was used here as well?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we do have some of those big pieces like what you see on this table. So it happens that we have this actually joined, but it looks like it's a single piece.
Yeah.
So a lot of things depended on what we have at the moment.
All right. Well, once again, thank you very much, Stanley. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Stepping foot into the house, the first thing that catches your eye is this wonderful feature here, part sculpture, part plant, and visible from the moment one steps in through that pivot door.
Yeah.
This is a bird's nest fern, is that correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's throughout the space, not just here, but along the side to the garden as well. Were these found in a nursery or collected from the wild?
My brothers, I think they collected it in a forest.
Is that
from a forest? Yes.
Uh-huh.
So they made some effort. It can be easily found in the forest. So the key also very easy to take care.
Yes.
So yeah, you see, the beauty is when I come home from work, so that way I can see this. It's like walking into the nature. So that feeling is great.
Yeah, and plants give us so much, right? That kind of feeling of tranquility.
Right.
But you were saying there's also some indication that plants might be able to hear us as well, isn't it?
I feel that, you see, so often we human beings would think that, plants are just plants. Then, actually, I learned from some of my plants, when I move to a different place, they grow so well. And actually, I noticed that when I show some appreciation and love towards them, they grow even better, and actually the leaves are a lot bigger. Yeah. And actually I have seen my relative's house. Her flowers literally blossom nicely. Yeah, because she really takes good care of her plant.
Everything needs love.
Exactly. Yeah.
We all need love.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And so these bird's nest ferns here are all posted on belian timbers, right?
Yes, because they can survive quite well with minimal soil. So of course, within a few years they may die off. So we need to replant a new one.
These columns that they're planted on also, I think, were recycled from existing telephone poles or electrical poles. Is that correct?
These are millions as well.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not too sure whether it's recycled telephone poles. Yeah, probably.
I believe Stanley was saying something about that.
Right. Yeah.
That's great. So out here in the landscape, we see a variety of different materials being used to create some texture and some visual interest, as well as their obvious functional roles. Yeah. So here, this is belian timbers used to create the fence, and it reminds me of what we see out in the villages where they use these belian stakes in order to grow the black pepper, isn't it?
Right.
So it's a nice mix of security, but then also you still get some views out. That's lovely. And then just right around this little corner, then here at my back are these raw concrete pillars that are really fulfilling the same sort of role, right? But here we can see these raw face of the concrete. And all of these materials throughout the landscape will weather over time, right? They take on the appearance of age, and yet that's part of their richness and part of their beauty.
Right. Yeah, right. Actually, regarding these billions, these are actually leftovers. So we decided to make it into the fence. And actually, when it rains, you can see different colors, which is interesting. That's nature, you know. It has a red color, you know, green color. So of course, the other one is the main gate. That one is a really very heavy auto gate. So we actually need a super heavy duty
Engine.
motor. Over.
Right.
And then over here on the third side, this is that signature motif of Stanley's. These steel rods going through these very massive blocks of lian. And that provides the security for the home. While also still letting all the light and the air move through. Mr. Ngu, we have had such a lovely time looking over this home and exploring all of the surprises that it has to hold. I know that our viewers at home are sure to have gained a lot of input and a lot of food for thought for their own future projects. On behalf of all of us here at Sanggar Vista, I'd like to just present you with a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow, nice.
Thank you. So I hope that it's been a good use of your time, and we're very grateful that you've provided this opportunity for us all to come inside and have a look. Truly the result of two minds, right? Yourself and those of your brother working together, both with very different styles and very different personalities, and yet you've been able to create a home that is very harmonious and very much consistent vibe throughout. Young people say a vibe. It's a vibe that we can all really feel. So I'd like to thank you once again for having us.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that you guys are coming here. It was really a great time together, having a very new experience. Thank you.
Well, I told Mr. Ngu I wouldn't leave this house until I'd had a chance to explore this surprising little corner up here on the roof. So here we are. I hope you've enjoyed your time today as we've been able to explore all the surprises and nooks and crannies that Mr. Ngu's house has to offer. The result of a union between two brothers who have managed to create a home that expresses both of their personalities in a harmonious and inspiring manner. I hope you've enjoyed our episode, and I look forward to seeing you all next time on Sanggar Vista. Bye-bye for now.